All right, hello parents and students. Mr. Hudeberg here, and thank you for joining me for the first of 3 videos. It's just designed to get you and students acquainted with this course. So the objectives of this particular video are to first briefly introduce myself, then we'll do a quick overview of topics covered in this class, followed by a little bit of around expectations for how much time students ought to be spending on coursework for this class. So as I mentioned before, I am Mr. Hudeberg. I look a little bit like that, and I've been teaching for 18 years total. 17 of those 18 years have been right here at Wahai. I originally got my Bachelor of Science in Geology at Pacific Lutheran University, class of 2000, and I followed that up almost immediately with a Master of Arts in Education. The courses I'm currently teaching are AP Environmental Science, of course, along with Chemistry and one section of APES. My contact info is right there for you. Of course, you can also find that on the Wahai website and also my website. So the topics that we will be covering in this course. So the way to maybe picture this class is as if you were, picture yourself as a typical college freshman at a university. So AP, that little designation, does mean that we are teaching a college equivalent of this course. So if you were a freshman at, let's say, for example, Washington State University, and you decided to take an Environmental Science 101 course, this is essentially the same course. So the units are what you would expect from a survey of environmental science. Kind of sticking to these 4 big ideas that you see here. The biggest portion of what we do is on global change, because that is sort of a synthesis of all those other topics prior to. And the primary focus that we're looking at is how have humans specifically impacted all those other systems that we study about throughout the year. And that'll just mainly be our lens of focus throughout the entire year, is human impacts on the environment. What does that mean for us, etc. Now, last part I do want to talk about in this video is how much time you should expect to spend on this course. And so the way that I would normally do it, and when I say normal, I'm talking about that time before anybody knew what Zoom was. I'm talking about the time when you'd come to class for an hour every day, right, Monday through Friday, and then I would expect about a half an hour of extra work outside. So for every 1 hour class period, a half an hour of extra study time and note-taking, etc. Now, because we're obviously not in a normal situation to start this school year, probably going to shift that ratio to approximately 1 hour to 1 hour, which means for every 1 class period you have with me, you'll do about an hour of work at home, about an equivalent amount of work at home. Now, it's obviously going to vary from student to student. Some students work faster than others. But that is more or less about how much time I would expect you to do. I think that sums up this video. Feel free to email or call if you have any other questions about the course content. The other 2 videos that you'll see, if you choose to, are how grades will be calculated in this class, and then there'll be another video on how Google Classroom is organized, which will be really helpful for parents, I believe.